Today's video is a very short video that includes one cat and one failed attempt to make a miniature frame. So, if you have been watching my previous videos, you will know that I painted a miniature portrait of Ratty for my Dollhouse wall, and I plan on painting a miniature version of Mole, which I already have a frame for, but there was a third space on the wall, and I've decided to put these paintings on the gallery wall. And a lot of you suggested that I paint some ancestors of Mole and Ratty, and I thought that was such a fantastic idea. It does mean duplicating the frame. So somewhere deep in these storage boxes, I knew that I had some silicone materials for making a silicone mould that I'd ordered in August from a company called Mouldcraft. I'd ordered it at the time because I knew that at some point it would come in useful, but I didn't know what I wanted it for. And this was the perfect opportunity to use it. So I was really excited about making my miniature frame. I eventually found it. This is what it looks like. So it comes in two sections, and as soon as you mix these two sections, it starts to harden. Here's the instructions. This is the very first time I've used this, so I haven't really got a feel for what it's like, which is why it went wrong. So these are the frames that I currently have. I have my largest one, which is going to be used for my painting of Mole, but I would like one the same size for the third painting that will go on the same wall. So this is the one that I plan to duplicate. So I put some gloves on because I wasn't sure whether I needed to or not. I know when you're working with resin you need to, although this silicone putty does say that it's food safe, so I put the gloves on just in case, but they were way too big, which hindered me a little bit because they kept falling off whilst I was trying to mix this together, and speed is of the essence because whilst this is being mixed, obviously it starts to harden. It took me quite a long time to mix this until I could see no more white. Now this is where I went wrong, because I spent too long mixing it and it hardened really suddenly and really quickly to a point where I couldn't stretch it out enough to fit the full frame, and it also became too hard to push the frame down into, and it became quite springy and kept pushing the frame back up like this. So I pushed it down as much as I could, but I was aware at this point that it was already not going to work because it wasn't covering the corners. So anyway, I tried my best and I left it to dry for a few hours just to see what it came out like. But I think I am going to have to order some more of this putty so that I can try again. I'll have to spend less time mixing it so that I can get my frame pushed all the way down, and then I plan on using plaster of Paris to fill the mould in. So this was a failed attempt and it did go in the bin, but I'm going to use it as a learning experience. I now know what the feel of the putty's like, so hopefully I'll be able to tell the right point at which to push my frame into it. One good bit of news from this is that I went to the charity shop in the hope to find plaster of Paris for this task, and sat on the shelf were 4 packets of plaster of Paris. This is the same Dollhouse charity shop where I found the little cutter to cut out holly leaves on the day when I hoped to go in finding holly leaves, or holly leaf cutter. In the charity shop I also found these, which is somebody else's silicone moulds that they've made to make miniature plates, a little baking tray and some bottles. They won't come in handy for my Tudor doll's house, but maybe for my next one, which will be a bit more modern. Anyway, for now I'm going to go and order some more of the silicone putty. Thank you for watching and thank you for your support. I know that posting something that went wrong, you'll give me a nice reaction and you'll be kind. So thank you for watching and have a lovely day.